Hello everyone, Silent here, and welcome back to another episode of Truly Bedrock. It is the final video of 2024, and we're going to do a little bit of work here on the Mega Base to talk about the new year, new types of content, and most importantly, the thing that you've all been waiting for, more pictures of my adorable cat. So this video is going to be a lot more chill because this is a bit of a, tradition that we have every year since I've started the channel. We've done an end of year roundup, wrap up a video talking about the future of the channel and what all is happening. And that's exactly what we're doing today. And we're just going to get some stuff done in the background. Also, in the last episode, we randomly found this allay like in the nether. No idea where it came from or how it got there, but I asked you guys to name it, and Mini Monster suggested the name Toasty, since this guy was like in some lava, and there we go. Now we got our toasty little allay. Before we jump into things, I've created another annual survey for the community, so if you have a couple of minutes, I'd love it if you could fill that out. It's got a bunch of different questions about the community and content and the channel, and all the questions are optional. It is fully anonymous as well, so you don't need to like use a burner account or anything to fill it out. But yeah, we'll be using all that data to help, improve the videos, make new content, and improve things for the community as well. So if you have a couple minutes, please fill out the census. Link is down below. And thank you very much. Anyway, so we're gonna mine out the main central area of the base right now. So looking into the content for next year, I'm thinking of more actual redstone tutorials, like actual, piston doors and useful contraptions and actual redstone devices and things like that. Because for the last couple years, we've mostly just been doing farms, which, while they're good and all, they're not necessarily like redstone. I've just been more of a farm channel recently. So I'm thinking of doing a lot more redstone tutorials. There isn't really anyone doing that on Bedrock Edition right now that I'm aware of, at least not to, a full extent like how I want to. So let me know what kind of actual redstone tutorials you want, piston doors or really any kind of thing like that. I'm thinking of useful contraptions, but also kind of useless contraptions. Like, we can have some fun. It doesn't have to be fully useful or technical to have, some fun with it. So let me know what kind of redstone builds you guys want to see down in the comments. Now, if it's a simpler contraption, I might also make some attempts to make it work on Java Edition, because there is some parity between like actual redstone contraptions. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but already in 2024, I've made a couple of my contraptions Java based as well. So there's like, a section of the tutorial on how to convert the build to Java Edition. I'm also planning on making more shorts in the new year as well. So I have some ideas for like different kinds of content and a little mini series that we can do with shorts, just because it's like simple, fast-paced, easy things to put out there. And not every idea is worthy of a video, because videos have to be like perfect and they take forever, and it's kind of a big investment. But some ideas are perfect for shorts. You can just throw it out there, and like, we've had some really silly shorts do bonkers numbers, like just the sponges drying in a desert that got millions of views for I couldn't tell you why it did, but it did. So we're going to try and do more shorts in the new year. So let me know what kind of things you want to see. Now, in the last year, most of my shorts have just been kind of little tidbits that I've cut out of main videos. So, little infomercials basically for the tutorials, and little bits of bug rocks or news update videos that have kind of trimmed into shorts. And some of those have done pretty well, but getting a short to do well is very different from a video. It's just a completely different game, and I haven't quite figured out how to play that yet. And TikTok is also very hit or miss. Something will do like 100,000 views, and the next thing you upload will get like 2,000 views. We usually set ourselves a milestone to try and reach in the new year, but I kind of stopped doing that the last couple years because we kind of stopped reaching our milestones. But I do want to work towards 750,000 subscribers. 750,000 sounds like a lot, but we're somewhat close. We're at 666,000 subscribers, which we reached on Christmas Day, which I find to be hilarious. Now, at 750, I am gonna do an age reveal. As you might know, I already did a hand reveal at 100K. I don't have any plans for a reveal at 1 million, but you'll get a face reveal at 10 million subscribers. So I guess, hurry up and get us to 10 million if you want a face reveal. Jeez. Yeah, that's never gonna happen, by the way. It's a joke. Now, I said last year that I really wanted to hire someone to help with the channel. I really need someone to help with thumbnails and make thumbnails, and, I really need to hire an editor as well. But we're at a very weird point on the channel where, like, I need to hire those people to help me make the content, but I don't make enough to hire those people to make the content, right? So it's like a very weird little intermediate area where we need to bring on more people to help grow. But we're not quite there yet, so we'll see what happens. Maybe I just need to throw money at the wall, and then, you know, that'll help grow the channel as well. There is reasons to do it, because editing and making thumbnails just takes a very long time, and it's better to outsource and have someone whose entire specialty is, like, you know, making thumbnails. Because, you know, as much as I can be a jack of all trades, I am very mediocre at all my trades. Okay, so this is actually the full size of what our main storage room is going to look like. Of course, it's going to go down by like another 30 blocks, so we got to do quite a bit more mining. But this is just enough room to install a bunch of item filters on all the sides, have a big central zone in the middle here, a bunch of storage on all the edges, and it should look pretty good. We're going to mine out a few more layers of this. Now, in order to actually hire the new peoples and bring them on to the team, I'm probably going to have to start doing some sponsorships or something, which I know is pretty abnormal in the Minecraft space, but if you're anywhere on YouTube, then you're probably used to getting bombarded with just 10 billion ads. Why? Oh my god, there's so many ads now. I can't handle it. That's how I make my living, but oh my god, it's getting to be a bit much, isn't it? But anyway, we're probably gonna have to bring on some sponsorships, just so I can afford to hire some peoples. You know, I feel like that's about the only way we're gonna make it work. I've been very hesitant to do sponsorships. I've had way more than my fair share of emails of, you know, people wanting to do sponsors on the channel, but I am very hesitant to do things because I don't like ads, you know. I've never done an ad read, but if it's something that I actually use and am familiar with, then I won't feel too bad about shilling for it, because I'll know that whatever I'm shilling is something that I actually use and am, you know, familiar with. So I'm not gonna go out on the deep end and start doing like supplements or something. Jeez. I'll try and keep it morally light gray. How about that? Also, I'm not talking like a sponsor for every single video. I don't think I could even manage to pull that off. It would probably be like maybe a once or twice a month kind of deal, so nothing that you would really notice long term. Now, on the topic of new content, I do want to try dual streaming to YouTube. This year, we've already tried dual streaming to Twitch and TikTok, and that actually surprisingly worked out pretty okay. My internet is like literally like 8 megabytes per second upload speeds, which is just, you know, it's just absurd. How do I even manage to do anything with that speed? But yeah, well, I think we can probably manage to do a dual YouTube and Twitch stream, and that would be cool, because normally we do stream about 4 times a week over on Twitch. I know most of you guys don't know that, but I make a little community post every time I'm going live. I don't really plug it anywhere else besides like there and on Twitter and in the Discord server. But yeah, we'll try doing some dual streams, see if the internet explodes, and I think that would be fun, because we do a lot of streaming. That's where we get a lot of projects done here on Truly Bedrock. We have some fun times, we do some derpy shenanigans. Now, I know I've said for like 4 years that I want to try YouTube streaming, and I haven't, but that's because I was thinking of like fully switching over to YouTube streaming, and YouTube is definitely not there yet. Definitely not ready for me to become full-time YouTube streaming. We have quite the old community over on Twitch. You know, some people have been subscribed for like 60 plus months, and it's insane. So we don't want to lose that history and that community that we built over there for like the last 8 years. But I think it would be kind of chill to try out some dual streams, you know, maybe just once a week. And yet again, another thing that I've been wanting to do for a very long time is merch. Now, I have actually made some strides on making merch this year. I've contacted Mojang and done the things with the peoples, and I've gotten a tentative maybe, because of course I'm a pigman and that's a Mojang IP. I think I'm not aware of any other game that has done pigman before Mojang. You know, like obviously Creeper is a Mojang original, but like skeletons and zombies, like that's nothing special. So, you know, if I was a zombie YouTuber, I could just do merch all day, it'd be fine. But of course, Pigman, I'm pretty sure, is a Minecraft original. Anyway, so I'm thinking that we got to do a little bit of a rebrand, just a slight little change, and then I won't be precisely a Minecraft mob. I'll be Minecraft mob adjacent, and that's legally gray enough for me to probably get away with merch. So that'll be cool. I've already been talking to Zloy about doing a little bit of a rebrand. You can see some of the concept ideas that we've got here. Please let me know what you think about this. It's probably not the most interesting topic, but it is like my entire identity, so I would appreciate your feedback. So that's kind of where we're at for the channel and things that I'm thinking about doing and things I want to do in the new year. But a few of these are things that I've been wanting to do for a few years. You know, I'm kind of slow and kind of stupid, okay? So bear with me. Some things just take a long time because they're complicated, or maybe I'm just hesitant to try new things. Anyway, so now we get to talk about IRL things. Yay! So we're coming up on the 9-year anniversary of this channel, which is crazy. I made this channel in 2016. So on May 22nd, we're going to have been on YouTube for 9 years, which is insane. We are so close to a 10-year-old YouTube channel, which is just mind-boggling to me. Like, I know some people that watch are younger than the channel, which it just makes me feel very old indeed. Not very many people have a 10-year-old YouTube channel, so that'll be something. I've spent quite a significant portion of my life at this point playing Minecraft and making videos on it, so I've been trying to think of, like, you know, what comes next? What's after YouTube? And the answer is, I have absolutely no idea. All my skills are YouTube adjacent, so if something happens and the channel completely dies and explodes in a glorious fashion, then I'll probably just end up making like another channel, because I don't know what else I want to do. Like, what am I gonna go get a job? What? That's illegal. I can't do that. I have no skills, so we're gonna probably just keep doing YouTube for a while, right? But what if one day I want to like magically retire, which isn't something that usually happens in the YouTube sphere, which I don't think is gonna happen anytime soon. I'm still enjoying making videos. It seems like some people are still enjoying the videos, so we're in a good spot, I think. But yeah, I have no idea what I would want to do after YouTube, and it's something I've been thinking about. And I have zero answers, and maybe I don't need an answer, or maybe that's something I answer once I'm done with YouTube, but I don't know when we're gonna be done with YouTube, so that's kind of a strange position to be in. Like, you just put off the question for like another 4, 5, 7 years, right? I don't know. But this year I have been trying to get out more and touch some grass, so if you notice slightly less uploads, then that's why. I've been trying to just, you know, experience life a little bit more. Fun fact, I got my driver's license this year. That's something you would probably expect me to have by this point in life, but you would be wrong. I just did that this year, so that's something. There's some lore for you. Yeah, so I basically don't leave my house or go anywhere or do anything because I work from home. So like, I never had a reason to drive anywhere. And also, I live in the middle of nowhere, so there was nowhere for me to drive to, but I decided to finally do that. So there we go. Lore. I also started working out this year as well. I got a whole like regimen going, working out every other day, and that's been good. I've actually been enjoying that greatly, and I want to join the weird group of YouTubers that are surprisingly buff. You know, that's a stereotype that I want to be part of. I mean, have you seen Mark Rober? Like, what? Bro, it has no right to be that buff. And we're actually making good progress as well. I've been working out for like 6 months now. But yeah, it's good to have something to do that isn't on the internet for an hour. So last year I did an office tour, which was pretty fun. There was quite a bit to show in that one because I had like completely redid the office and like decorated it a ton and stuff. We've made a couple of updates this year, but not really anything too special. I got those stupidly expensive Philips Hue lights, but I got them on sale, so the frugal part of me was okay with it. But basically, that allows you to light sync to whatever's on your screen. So when we're walking around the base and we have all these, like, you know, rainbow lightings, the entire room lighting actually changes, which is pretty epic. Not gonna lie, it's really fun to like watch movies with that, because if you're watching like an animated show like Arcane that's super colorful, the entire room gets like the color of the screen, which is wild. Actually a pretty enjoyable viewing experience. It's also just enjoyable to have some different mood lighting as well. Like, I didn't think it would be that cool, but it's actually really nice. So, you know, if you can find some good Hue bulbs on sale, try them out, because it's pretty cool, actually. I didn't think it would be that neat, but lighting actually makes a big difference in a room. Other than that, I've spent too much money on Legos this year because I'm building up my Lego collection. I have a Lego Star Destroyer now, so that's something. I've also been working on the minifigure collection, so I have a bunch more minifigures. I collected all the Phase 1 and 2 clone commanders. I got a Amidala in there. I'm probably gonna finish out the collection for realsies and get like a couple of Chrome minifigures and maybe a Darth Revan or something. Those are like the only rare minifigures that I don't have that I like sort of want. But by far, the biggest update to the office of this year is the cat. He's actually been coming in here more often, which he never did before, but now he likes to sleep on my lap, like every single day for like 6 hours. And it is the cutest thing ever, and it is great, and I love it. And he's just the most adorable little bundle of fur and cuddliness that you've ever seen. And I'm starting to think that maybe he doesn't like me, he just likes the fuzzy blanket, because he just started laying on that when it was on the floor, and I'm kind of sad. But, you know, he's still in the office, and he's still cute, and, you know, and now he's a foot warmer, so I have no quarrels with this, actually. Now, of course, I have another cat as well, but he never comes in here. I never see him. He's just chilling. He doesn't like me as much. But you know what? Ahi, the orange one, he likes me a lot. So 1 out of 2 cats that's actually chill. I'll take that as a win. By the way, his name is Hawaiian. Ahi is like fire, but also fish. So he's my little fire fish. And you know what? He definitely flops down like a fish. And yes, on the scale of cat chunkiness, he is definitely a chunky boy. Someone's left a Jeb sheep in my base. I have no idea where you came from or who you are, what you're doing, but you are going to go over in the corner of sheepiness over here until we find a place for you. I'm gonna have to build a zoo at some point. Jeez, look at all these guys. I didn't really want any of you, but now you're all mine. And you'll like it. In my attempts to get cultured this year and touch some grass, I've also watched an absurd amount of content. You can see my my watch list here. There's actually some really good things in there, so if you're looking for something to watch, check out the ones with the check marks, because those are the ones that I really enjoyed. But yeah, it's kind of a lot of stuff. But I swear I'm not addicted. It's not addiction. Probably. Oh yeah, so I didn't even think to tell you guys this, but a couple of years ago, I told you guys that I had like bought a house, kind of, and I gave you like a whole house update and yada 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 and the horror stories of that. But it turns out that my house actually got stolen. Did you know that that's a thing that could happen? I didn't, but yeah, you could like straight up just steal a house. So that's cool. It's not like they come in and like pick it up with a crane. It's just like, you know, paper. It's like paperwork. But anyway, so that's been fun to deal with and also very expensive. So that's cool. Once it's all over, I'll go ahead and make a video on that because the video title of "My Uncle Stole My House" is just too good to pass up on. But yeah, that's been another thing that I've had to deal with this year, so woo, yay, life. So speaking of new content, in January, I want to go through my back catalog of tutorials because, you know, we have like over 320 something tutorials now, and I want to go through and verify that all of those work, and you double check them for issues and stuff, because some of these are like, you know, 4, 5, 6 years old and still theoretically, technically working. So if there's any issues with them, I'll either like, you know, make an update video telling you how to fix them, or maybe I'll just mark the video as broken and just make a new version of it, because there's quite the back catalog of farms and tech that we have on the channel, and it's probably about time that we go to an audit of all that stuff, because, you know, Bedrock just changes so much. Now, the topic of tutorials, I also am looking forward to doing more collaborations this year. I want to get out there more and do stuff with other creators, but also with the community as well. So I want to do another Redstone showcase video. I'll make an announcement once that's ready to go, but technically that forum is always open, and it's like a perpetual thing. So if you ever have like a cool redstone thing or farm or build or whatever, you can submit it on the Redstone Showcase forum. A link is down below, of course. I've made 2 of those Redstone Showcases. I want to make more of them, but also I want to do more mega tutorials like the World Eater and, you know, the Mega Tree farms. I made a playlist specifically for the mega tutorials now. So more big builds are on the way. We have some really cool tech on Bedrock Edition, and I'm looking forward to making that more accessible to the masses, you know? But some of it is just really intense, so it deserves like a 40-minute tutorial. So this has been Silent Ranting for the better part of however long this video is. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'm trying to, you know, open up a little bit more and do some more personalization so you guys can get to know me a bit better. But I don't really have that much to say. from like my past or anything. It would mostly just be trauma dumping, and I'm not really interested in doing that to everyone, but you can pick up on some IRL lore here or there if you watch these yearly videos, or like the 5-year anniversary video that I made. There is lore to be had if you want to dig into it. But anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this, so let me know any and all feedback and ideas and comments you have down below, and hopefully you guys enjoy all the things that we do in 2025. Thank you for a lovely 2024, and I'll see you guys in the new year.